I don't know. I would,
that would not be good. I don't know what I'd do. To be honest, I don't really know what I would do. I would never expect myself to have that situation occur to me, but I guess I would turn to my family first to ask them what to do, because I've never thought about abortion versus adoption. I just don't think at my age and where I'm at in my life I'd be able to take care of a kid.
My name is Taylor, and I'm 21. At the time I was 20 when I first came to Options.
The unexpected pregnancy was really scary, and I was really worried that that I didn't have a lot of time to make a decision. My biggest concern was that I was already a single mom of 2 kids and felt that I wasn't able to provide everything they needed emotionally, spiritually, and physically, and bringing another baby into that mix and having that pressure, that external, was really, really hard.
It was scary. I started laughing and I started crying, and then I called a few people and they kind of said, well, what do you want to do? And I had known all along that if I had a baby, I would, definitely keep her. But when it came down to actually being put in that situation, it was like, wait a minute, I'm not sure. I'm just in college, and am I really going to be able to do that?
Since I'm going to be in school for a while and I'm planning on doing graduate school, I'd most likely give it up for adoption.
Abortion.
Okay. And what makes you choose that?
Because I don't want to have children ever.
I'd probably keep it, although I don't personally really want kids, but I don't think I could deal with it if I decided to have kids later, if I knew I aborted the kid earlier.
If I caught it early enough, I'd do abortion.
I would probably take the morning after pill.
I would look for resources, my friends, family, get options, I guess.
I believe that Options is a good place to go if you want to know the facts. So many pamphlets, so many options. It's called Options for a reason. They show you what you can do right now. There is so much difference, like night and day, from talking to somebody at OSU and then coming, you're okay, coming over to, coming over, he wants to talk too. Coming over to here, going to Options. I went to the one in Corvallis, and it was so much different.
Somebody called me and said that they'll get me in that night. And it was a night that you guys weren't even open, but they took me in that night. And in that night, it answered so many things that I could leave feeling confident, at least knowing I've got some information, some resources, and some people that cared.
Options, I definitely walked away smiling.
Do you know of any places around here that you could get some resources or find out information on your options?
No, I don't.
Not here in the Corvallis area. I have no idea.
Okay. I'd probably go to my dad, or...
What would that look like?
It wouldn't be very pretty, but he'd still help me out.
I would probably talk to my parents about it. Yeah, they probably wouldn't be supportive at all. It probably would be quite a battle and stuff like that, and they may even pressure me to do other things like get an abortion and stuff.
I started at the Options pregnancy when I found out I was pregnant with my oldest, and they kind of referred me to a few organizations, like the WIC office, and then I'd never been to the DHS before, and I went there and they could help me out, and they helped me get health insurance for my kids and stuff like that. So you just really have to search it out and ask people, and there's tons of people who want to help.
She says, are you ready to go to take a look and see where you're at? And great. So we went in, did the ultrasound, and that information right there made it very clear that termination was not an option, and it changed everything that night.
And they gave me the ultrasound, and they just talked to me about it, and they got to look at her for a good long time. She was very little, but she could still see all little details, and I think the first time I heard her heartbeat, it was like I knew I was in love, and I knew I was a mommy. And I think I was really considering adoption before that, And after I did that, I was like, no, she's mine.
Well, I guess that would depend. If I knew I had enough to take care of the child, I might abort, or I might put it up for adoption, or if I'm in a good situation, I might keep it.
Is I'd go get Plan B straight away, because you got that 24-hour period.
Well, it's really for her to decide, I think, but I'd sort of support her in whatever she chose to do, whether she wanted an abortion or whether she wanted to keep the baby.
I guess it would depend if I had a boyfriend, a serious boyfriend or not at the time. If I didn't, I would probably get an abortion.
I've thought about possibly doing abortion, but I can't imagine giving something up, something that I know that I want in the future. I feel like if I give it up at that point, then maybe it won't happen in the future. At least I'll know that I brought something into the world.
I think the most important part about options is just knowing that there's somebody there in a very scary time, a very uncertain time.
The point where I felt peace about the situation was just talking to such friendly staff and just knowing that, hey, there's somebody to talk to and they're not going to push it on me. What I'm going to want is just probably saved a lot of little babies' lives, a lot of people's lives, I think. So it was really amazing that all you guys have done for me. And I mean, I don't have the resources to give back now, but I definitely would like to.
Well, actually, I'm familiar with pregnancy options, and I guess I would go there first because they were the ones who opened the door for me to get my health insurance and all the things that I needed.
Just showing up, I can't explain how scary that was, and to take that step and do it, and the relief that came from it, it was huge. And today I have a beautiful baby boy because of it.
When you've been tossed up and down, when you know that your life's just been flipped around and you want to go and speak with someone, that options would be a good place to go. Just because there's just so many people there and so many, it was amazing.
Your whole world is about to change, whether you've been in that place before and you know what it takes to be a parent, or it's your first time. That fear that you initially have, can I provide? What am I going to do? All those questions that just flood your mind. You know, the feeling that you just can't do this, you can't do it alone. Whether you choose to give another family that baby, whether you choose to keep that baby, you're doing a good service. You're in the situation you're in, and you can't change the circumstance, but you can change the outcome.
It's worth it, everything that you go through. I mean, I'm one to talk. I threw up for 39 weeks with her. Morning sickness, normally from day to night, and it's just worth it. Every minute of it. I know that it's scary, and even with her dad not involved and many people involved, it's still it's amazing. I've never felt so much love in my life, ever.